follow money to bank. Walt, please, please just hear me out, please.
After a brief silence, she says that she gave it to Ted. The money is gone. His family can't disappear, and the phone rings confirming that Saul had already made the call, and Gus would know that Walt tried to rat him out. Everything fell out of place, and he and his entire family was going to die. Everything that he did, all of the terrible actions he had committed up to that point, and justified for the purpose of providing for his family, was all for nothing. And to top it all off, the money was given to the man who fucked his wife. I think anybody who has seen the scene definitely knows that there is an emotional change, whether or not it fits the situation. Both characters in this scene change emotions drastically within the span of seconds. Walt goes from disbelief to fully enraged and filled with despair to screaming at the top of his lungs before having a hysterical, crazed laugh while he loses his mind. I've seen many comments about how Walter went into that hole and only Heisenberg crawled out, but I don't see it that way. I see it as Walt having a mental breakdown and quickly turning to laughing as he sees the irony of the situation. Not only was all of his money gone, and the idea of disappearing was out the window, but the money had been given away to someone who Skyler cheated on in the past. It's also a very real reaction in my opinion. When people are under extreme stress, or they're angered, they are often known to show inappropriate emotions to the situation, sometimes by curling their hands up, falling to the ground, or laughing maniacally. Given the situation, I find it plausible that this could occur if the situation really happened. It's even scarier when you realize that during Walt's mental breakdown, he believed in the moment that his entire family was going to be murdered. Skyler, on the other hand, goes from a concerned look to freezing up as Walt yells for the money, to absolutely helpless as she watches her husband plunge into insanity. Frozen in fear, she helplessly calls his name. Initially, she begs Walt to hear her out, speaking anxiously and not being able to put her words together, while Walt completely disregards her intentions and screams in distress. She crouches down and watches Walt slowly descend into madness, and you can see her lip quivering as she does so. Backing up, she hears Marie on the phone, calling to tell them that Hank is a target of the cartel, to which she picks up the phone in tears and asks her what had happened, why both of these actors add so much to the scene, providing an insight of how true panic feels. It impresses me how Bryan Cranston can go from playing an idiotic dad on Malcolm in the Middle to this. This scene was brilliantly crafted. The acting, the shots, the lighting, the symbolism, and the hopelessness. Not to mention the sinister soundtrack in the background that progresses in intensity as the scene plays out. According to ultrafoley.com, one of the 5 elements of the scene is the presentation of a clear goal. It gives the scene purpose and aids in character development. Quoting, it shows what sort of decisions they'll make and how they'll be under pressure in certain situations. The reason I put this element in this video is not because there is one, but because there is a complete lack of one. This is shown in the hopeless expression of both characters, but mainly in Walt's crazed laugh and his lack of words. He is a very careful man up to that point, always looking for his next move after something goes wrong and getting out of bad situations using his wits. But in this case, there was absolutely nothing he could think to do. He had already tried to reason